Hi Gemini, welcome to your June reading. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Check out your other placements for additional messages. As this is a general reading, messages may or may not apply. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't for the next person. I can be picking up on someone around you or someone you could be dealing with, so you might have to swap the roles. If this reading doesn't resonate right away, it may be something that happens down the line. If you'd like, you can keep this in your back pocket or come back at a later time. We're going to take a look and see what messages need to come through for you guys for the month of June. See what you guys could be currently dealing with or what you can expect. Get some insight with some guidance and overall see what's going on. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy birthday to all my Geminis out there. I hope you guys are having a great birthday season and that this upcoming year is blessed for you guys. You deserve it. And let's see what's going on. I hope this is gonna be a good one, right? Let's see. Messages for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for June 2021. What's going on for my Geminis, please? For the month of June, any insight, wisdom, guidance for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in June 2021. Messages, please, for Gemini. Messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Oh, okay. All right. We have the Tiger coming out. We also have the Black Egg. Interesting. So we have fire energy coming out as well as spirit. The Black Egg. So, excuse me. Let's talk about it. So the Tiger talks about you guys needing to spend some time alone to connect with yourself and to find your inner truth. And the truth is coming through in this reading. So you may need to voice your truth. You may need to get something off your chest. You may need to speak up, stand up for yourself. This can be really relating to Mercury retrograding, okay? This might be some sort of lesson that you're being taught or that you're learning during this transit, okay? Because Mercury retrograde is also in your sign, by the way, and it's going to be ruling communication, and it's about you guys needing to honor your truth, needing to step into your authenticity instead of watering yourself down or saying things to please others or sugarcoating things. No more of that. All right. For those that have been doing that, it's time to put that to an end, or you may find yourself in some sort of repetitive cycle, and then that might get very frustrating. So anyways, with the Tiger coming out, this talks about using also the lunar forces. We have a lot of eclipse energy coming through this month in your sign. We just had the lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. We have the solar eclipse coming up in Gemini. So get ready for that. It's going to be some intense energy. We have a lot of things going on in the stars. Yes, let's blame it on the stars. But it's really good because you can use this energy to our benefit and will help further us. The Black Egg sometimes talks about struggling with your speech, with talking, with communicating, a block perhaps. If you haven't noticed, I have lots of little blue crystals out today to help because blue is resembles the throat. And so, as you can tell, I got some blues out here to help me communicate. And so, for those that might be also feeling it, as it is in your sign, Gemini, wear blues. You can have your blue crystals around you, put them in your pocket, or meditate with them. You may find that helps or aids you during this time, okay? But I do think speech is being highlighted. So whether you might be communicating a lot, rules, communication, and the immediate environment, you might be having a lot more like phone calls. I think in general, just make sure communications are clear this month. Make sure whoever you're speaking to, whoever you might be working with, just making sure that you guys are both on the same page. And patience and having compassion and understanding. I think that's what's really going to help, keep things moving smoothly. The Black Egg, it's like there is something that you may need to voice or be honest about, or communicating some sort of truth, but communicate with compassion and with gentleness, not like harshness, but with gentleness. The Tiger is this very gentle, feminine energy, and so it's like when it comes to speaking your truth, you don't have to be harsh about it. Just say it how it is. Don't sugarcoat it. But you don't have to be mean either, okay? So let's say someone has hurt your feelings. You don't have to cuss them out and call them a bunch of names. You just say, hey, that really hurt my feelings. Or just being honest, not biting your tongue, saying it how it is. But also, of course, taking the time out to be with yourself, to spend some time contemplating. Maybe have some candles lit. This does mention candle gazing, right? Especially for those that have strong fire placements in your chart to connect with the fire element. Yeah. So there's not too much from this. Like, to be honest, we also have the wolf, the eagle at the bottom of the deck. It's all upside down. And the cosmic egg. So there could be some sort of cycle closing up, or you guys entering into a new phase, new beginnings, for the sake of your transformation with the eagle. And the wolf talks about teamwork, collaboration. You might be taking on some sort of leadership role this month, or just needing to take on a lot more responsibilities than usual. Things like that. But just making sure that you balance your own personal life and time for yourself to go inward, okay? Spirit energy coming through. You guys are highly protected, always watched over. Always remember that. But yeah, Black Egg really just talks about needing to speak your truth and communicate clearly, honestly, and slowly too, right? Okay, so let's pull some tarot messages. Let's see what's going on for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in June 2021. I did hear May, but maybe it's just because I'm used to doing the May readings. I don't know. Or maybe this is already kind of a theme that's happened in May that's tying into June. I don't know your situation. Let's see. Messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of June 2021. What's going on for Gemini, please, in June? Any messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon? Oh my God, we have, okay. Prince of Swords and the Prince of Pentacles. And it kind of, okay, it fell out like this, actually, because the Prince of Swords was on top of the Prince of Pentacles. So sliding it like this, when we look at the two cards, we have two different energies. We have the slow-moving energy, we have this fast-paced energy, and they're facing each other. So let's just see what else needs to come out. But already getting two different, like, people. Messages for Gemini, the King of Wands, fire energy. Nope. Messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in June. The Hermit. Bottom of the deck, oh, 3 of Swords, 7 of Wands, and the Hierophant, and the Devil, and the 2 of Wands reversed, so, and the 9 of Swords. So, okay, what? Oh. Okay. Let me just see. 9 of Swords, Princess of Swords, Judgment, Empress, 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so, Gemini, what I'm getting from this, you have something coming in, but you don't trust it, or like there's some sort of suspicion that you are feeling. And this might just be an illusion due to current pains that you are feeling, hurts, heartbreaks, things that you're needing to work on releasing, but that's going to be a process, and that's not going to happen overnight. There is this defensiveness that you carry when new people come in, whether it's friends, whether it's romantic interests, whatever, people who come into your life where you feel defensive because you're hurt, right? And you're trying to protect yourself. You're trying to protect your heart because you don't want to be hurt or done wrong. But it's almost like you have like a negative outlook on relationships. We have the Devil and the Hierophant. So whether some of you were recently in a very unhealthy situation, in a very unhealthy relationship, home situation, family, friendship, it doesn't matter, some sort of relationship in your life, and it's impacted you a lot, and you have gained a lot of wisdom from the experience, but it doesn't take away the pain that you have gone through, right? And so when it comes to relationships and commitments, there's like a fear of history repeating itself. Even when I look at the bottom of the deck, 2 of Wands reversed, the 9 of Swords, Princess of Swords, and Judgment, right? There's the energy of the past repeating itself, right? And so there's that fear, the 9 of Swords, and the 2 of Wands reversed. You have a choice on if you're willing to break away from the cycle, or are you going to just keep on repeating this cycle? And so maybe this is your own kind of inner truth, your own little realization or big realization that you could be having in the month of June, especially with Mercury retrograde and Saturn retrograde, Pluto retrograde. We're going to have Jupiter going retrograde on the 20th of June. So there's going to be a lot of retrograde energy. Also, eclipse energy is bringing illumination to certain things within ourselves, our shadow selves. And so I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are spending a lot of time going inward to find your own inner truth, and you're coming to a bunch of conclusions about certain things that need healing, certain things that you maybe have been holding on to, or maybe you've been struggling with accepting, or things like that. And, you know, it is pretty intense, and you guys are kind of just chilling in hermit mode, spending a lot of time thinking, contemplating. There is a full moon in this card, right? So illumination, right? I think there's like this inner illumination coming up about these illusions, about these fears, fear-based mentality about relationships, or the next person that comes to my life, whether they're just going to do me dirty like the last person, right? And so again, I think you guys may be struggling a lot when it comes to letting down your guard, because I think some of you may have issues with trust, and that's what happens when we've gone through this, right? Some of you were loyal, there through the thick and thin, and then what happened is that you were treated badly, or maybe you felt like you couldn't speak up, or you felt like you had to shut your mouth, or you felt like you couldn't communicate because when you would communicate, you would be the bad guy or something like that. You know, like, it was just like you've gone through some really heavy shit in the past, and that is still wounding. There's still a part of you that's wounded from these experiences, and so if there's something new that potentially comes in with the Prince, right? Yeah, Prince of Swords, pretty fast-paced. There might be lots of messages, communication, or conversations, even through phone calls, and just, like, even short trips and things like that. I don't know, there's, like, lots of just, like, quick-paced energy coming from this. It's like, if someone tries to come in, let's use love, for example. If you have a potential romantic connection coming in, they want to go like this, go, 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 and you're like, hold up, let's move slowly, because I'm still hurt from my past. I still got healing to do, and I don't fully trust you. I don't really know you. Let's just take it slowly, right? With that Prince of Pentacles, right? Someone's trying to come in quickly. Quickly, and you're like, hold up, let's slow down, okay? And that's good, right? If that is the case, if that's an example and you resonate with that, it's just an example, right? This can apply to other things. Needing to just speak up about how you feel, right? Communication is key, but also comprehension is key as well. If you communicate but no one understands you, or there's miscommunication, right? As Mercury retrograde tends to do that, messing up communication. It's so important to just be honest with how you feel, honest with yourself, honest with whoever you're involved with, friendship, romantic, family, I don't care, work, just speaking up about how you feel, all right? Again, Two of Wands reversed, the Nine of Swords, Princess of Swords. Like, there's the need for you guys to kind of cut through the illusions here, or what you've been telling yourself all this time, or certain beliefs that you had that have stemmed from certain connections, relationships, experiences that you've gone through that might not actually be the reality. You guys are having this new awareness, this new, like, understanding, and you may just be having to break through a new perspective when you look at these fears and what ifs, and now you're asking yourself, okay, why do I feel this way? Where does this stem from? How can I work through this? Things like that. You're actually starting to look at your mirror and you're doing the work. And when you do that, actually, with Judgment coming out, this talks about revisiting the past, looking back at revisiting the past, looking back at these past experiences, and basically this is a judgment call. Are you going to continue on this cycle, on this road, like I was saying with the Two of Wands reversed? Or are you going to let that tower fall, completely just start fresh, rebuild from a new, healthier perspective that will lead to a lot of growth, a lot of fulfillment, a lot of happiness, and balance, right? Because you can't, oh, look at this, the alchemist underneath that, because you can bring that into fruition. Because it's kind of like, you know, and I'm sure you probably heard this before, but what you think, you do attract. And when we project our past experiences onto new experiences, we can self-sabotage, we can end up attracting like-minded people or certain cycles, or, you know, for example, you date a zodiac sign, let's say, okay, a Virgo, right? You date a Virgo and maybe they hurt you or they did something to you, and now you're like, all Virgos are shit. You know, just an example. No slander to my Virgos out there. You guys are great. But, you know, and then having the stereotype in your mind, like, okay, I can never date a Virgo again. They're all bad. And then, like, a new Virgo comes into your life and they are nothing like that other Virgo that you had history with, but because of your past experience, you're like, nope, I'm closed off. All Virgos are the same, right? Or all men are the same. All women are the same. All this are the same. I can't, right? But that's kind of coming from a narrow-minded perspective. I get it, right? We've all been there. But we're ending up blocking ourselves. We end up getting in our own way. So you have to look at yourself and ask yourself, well, what's my truth? What is the truth of this situation? What is the reality? What am I telling myself that could potentially be false? Is there another way I could view this? You know, being open to the answers, right? And with the tiger, it talks about sitting, being with yourself, some quiet energy, no distractions. Maybe go alone in a room or go on a walk, sit down, meditate, like just really get in tune with yourself and how you feel. Oh my god, I was just like, what the hell? I just heard my dog. I was like, what the fuck was that? It scared me, y'all. Anyways, there definitely is just like a lot of defensiveness when you have... There definitely is a lot of defensiveness. Oh my god. There's definitely a lot of defensiveness that you carry. New friends, new people who come into your life. And so, it's really like you're just contemplating. Even when we look at this King of Wands is all about action and confidence and not giving up, not a quitter. But just when we look at this card itself, he's literally contemplating. He's thinking hard, long and hard. Okay? Thinking hard about the future, where you want to go. What may need to change. What you're needing to unlearn. And you know, like I said, it's going to be a journey. And so, with the Hierophant coming out, this talks about learning. Some of you might be studying a lot or diving into your religion or spirituality, you know, even potentially going back to school or studying something new, picking up some sort of new hobby, even like your ancestors, things like that. I know a little bit unrelated to this entire reading, but there is like a lot of learning and gaining wisdom and like a new understanding, a new perspective in the month of June. There is obviously something in your life. With the Devil, Capricorn energy. We also have Taurus coming out, Virgo. Oh, we got a lot of Earth energy coming through, actually. And a little bit of fire, a little bit of air. This Devil-like energy, this needs to be dealt with. Otherwise, again, like I said, you're just going to find yourself in similar situations, attracting similar people, cycles, and you're just going to be feeling like going in circles. So there's a way out. There's a way to break away from this. It's just going to require effort and work and time, right? Consistency. And slowly but surely learning to let your walls down. You have gone through these past experiences. You're not going to find yourself repeating it. If you overlook the signs and the flags and you put on those glasses and pretend you can't see, right? Yeah, you're going to probably repeat things. So basically, trust yourself. You're learning to trust yourself, learning to trust your intuition, your own truth, your own inner truth, and know that whoever comes into your life, doesn't matter what kind of relationship it is, you know better now. And maybe in the past you've overlooked certain signs or feelings, and maybe you've doubted yourself, or maybe you're like, oh, maybe I'm overreacting, but then you found yourself in the same situation, like, oh, I did it again, like, look, it's repeating itself, history repeating itself. You don't have to keep doing that. You don't have to keep repeating this. Moving forward, you can approach things differently and looking at the facts and using the wisdom that you've gained from these past experiences, applying that knowledge, showing what you know, the outcome's going to be completely different. Okay? So, just to kind of recap, you have some woundings. You have some things you have to work on releasing, accepting, forgiving, all the above, all those things. It's a process. It ain't gonna happen overnight, but your guard is definitely up when it comes to relationships or new connections or people coming into your life. And it's almost like you are being tested to really pay attention to your intuition. Okay? And using your judgment, using your discernment, using, again, the wisdom that you've gained from these experiences so that you don't find yourself repeating certain cycles. Two of Wands reversed, right? There's certain mindsets, certain beliefs that you have when it comes to relationships, you know, projections and fears, and needing to find a way to overcome that. But with that, it's going to take time. But I think you are becoming aware of these things in the month of June, okay? I think you're going to be getting a lot more, like, clarity and answers as to, like, where these feelings and hurts and fears stem from. And once you get to the root of the issue, then you can find a way to find the solution, right? It's like the first step to healing is acceptance or something like that. Okay? So, kind of intense, but this is what's going to help move you forward, especially for those that have been feeling stuck. Maybe this is what's been blocking you or preventing you from moving forward in a certain aspect of your life. Needing to, again, get grounded, balance in your emotions, your feelings. And then another message, unrelated to this entire read, but just a side message regarding your career, finances, work, projects, things like that. That King of Wands energy, right? Stepping into your confidence, believing in yourself, putting in the effort. Prince of Swords, alright? Staying focused on target. And consistency. Did I say that? I don't even know. Consistency is key. But again, whatever you are working towards, whatever projects, endeavors, career, things like that, it's moving at a slow pace. But to keep the consistency. You may also notice delays during Mercury retrograde, but don't let that discourage you. Otherwise, again, you could just get in your own way, get in your head, fearful, starting to doubt yourself, and you're needing to just, feel those feelings, but then let them go. Don't let that overrule you. So that's a little side message, for those that have been working towards something or getting something off the ground. Mercury retrograde may cause some delays, and that's okay. Surrender to it. Don't force it. If it's for you, it will never pass you by. Okay, so that's a little bit off topic, but just another message I was getting from that. So let's wrap this up with some Tikashi messages. Also, stay tuned for your birthday read. I'll get that up after I'm done the June readings, so not too long. Any Tikashi messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for June 2021? Oops. Any Tikashi messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus regarding this reading for June 2021? Any Tikashi messages, please? Any Tikashi messages for Gemini? We have nurturing coming out. Okay, thank you. That was very quick. Light and humor. Nurturing. Take time out to nurture yourself. Stop and smell the roses or buy yourself some. Nourish your body with a healthy, well-balanced diet and clean water. Imagine how special you can feel when you nurture yourself from the inside by letting go of your self-criticisms. No more better time than to be present to give yourself this present. Light. Allow more love and light into everything you do. Remember, you are love and light in action. Fear is heavy, love is light. Do not complain if you are in the darkness, rather stop and turn to the light. You need not take life so seriously. Lighten up, be joyous and radiant, and your pathway is lit. You can light the way for others with ease and confidence at this time. And humor, see the funny side of life, laugh at yourself. Laughter is love. Learn your life's lessons with laughter, and you'll travel your path with a light and happy heart. Release melancholy, heaviness, and practicality in favor of some good, clean fun and laughter. Enjoy a good time with friends and let your spirit soar. So definitely this read overall seemed pretty serious. blame it all the retrograde and your energy. You might just want to be around loved ones or friends, family, those that you trust, those that are just like uplifting and can help support you and be there for you, right? Someone who can just make you laugh. Watch some funny movies. Just laugh a little bit more. I know shit's serious. I know the world, like, there's so much going on. It's heavy. Maybe, like, limit social media intake, things like that. Just be mindful of what you're investing your time, energy into. Otherwise, again, the devil, that can very much impact you in a negative way. So trying to just incorporate healthier things into your life, surrounding yourself with healthy friendships, connections in your life. Laugh a little bit more if you can. I know sometimes when you're in a dark place and you're going through it, how can you laugh at anything? Oh, but you know what they say, laughter is medicine or something like that. Laughter is the best medicine. Y'all, my words, I don't even know. I can't get my words straight, but you get what I'm saying. Laughter is the best medicine. Okay. So, Gemini, that is what I got for you guys for this monthly reading. If you guys found this helpful or insightful, please let me know in the comments below. If you guys are interested, you can check out my Instagram at Jadestone Tarot. And with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.